Okay, and I'm going to show you how to use direct mode or via the drive profile to activate the modulo in this video. And if you zoom in here, you'll see here that if one of the two limit values of modular range is set to non-zero, then that activates modulo. The modulo becomes inactive when both limits are set to 0. So let's just explain that a little bit detail in general physical means here. So right now I have current mode of modulo is inactive. Okay, so the controller has just been started up. We have a value of 360 here, and we're going to tell it to do a move. Okay, so I'm going to specify a relative move, which is direct mode relative, which is mode pause 1, and we're going to give it a position target of 60, so 60 and then 6 zeros, and we want it to go in a positive direction. So if I go back to the user manual real quick, the section right here, which is on page 597, this particular manual, but you can see here that the positive direction, negative direction bits, which are these bits right here, positive and negative, have an influence on what is executed when you go into modulo mode. So I'm going to specify a positive move, and that means that positive on, negative's off. So if I come into here, I'm going to put positive right here, and I have a 60 degree, so the shaft should turn 60 degrees in the positive direction. Before I do that, I just want to touch base on the other parameter, which is modulo mode. The extended modulo mode, the default is inactive, and it is in fact inactive. It's important to understand that setting. So I'm going to go back to the rest of the parameters here, and I'm going to execute the move. And we'll see here that it moved the 60 degrees, and similar to the record table that I used before, we're in positive path only, and we're just going to continuously move every one shot or rising edge. And we're at 300. This next move should get us to the rollover point. Now we're at the rollover point, 360, 360, and then we will continue at that point. So it's very simple. Axis is there, position's being sent there. Very straightforward. And keep in mind that because this value is 360, modulo will always be active at this point. So if you want to be able to disable that in direct mode, either set up a record so you can turn off the modulo mode, or set up a parameter so that you can write a 0 to this and just deactivate it. So if I was to write a 0 to it and then execute another move here, then it should become inactive. So I showed you that I just changed that, but because I have set up a upper limit value in the extended process data, I'm actually writing that value to the controller. So if I go back to that parameter list here, and I expand this, go to here, go to the extended process data, because I'm in degrees here, the output data and input data reflects what the 360 is here. So I would have to actually put a 0 here, and therefore it's being written. And then when I come back to here, wait a second here for it to update. Okay, and then go back to the point-to-point controller here, and right now it's only positive. I'm going to execute a 60-degree turn here, and when I do that, it should turn off. And as you see, it's inactive. So again, to turn it back on, I'm just going to copy this here. And that'll get updated to 360, and then the very next time that we do a move, it will become active again. And we're back to work.